So let's take a look at the double circulatory system in humans. This is the circulatory system. It is made up of two circulations. Blood is used to circulate gases, nutrients, and waste products all around your body, so it can deliver gases and nutrients to your cells and take waste products from your cells so that they can exit your body. And this happens in a double circulation. We have the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. The blood vessels involved are the veins, arteries, and capillaries. Veins carry blood from the rest of your body to the heart. Arteries do the opposite. They carry blood from your heart to the rest of the body. And capillaries are found all over the body. They connect your arteries to your veins. So this is a simplified diagram to show the human double circulation. This is the pulmonary circulation, the circulation between the lungs and the heart. And this is the systemic circulation, the circulation between the heart and the body organs. We have the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left atrium, and the left ventricle, the four chambers of the human heart. This is the septum, separating the right and left ventricles. And we have valves in order to stop the blood from flowing the wrong way. We have capillaries at the levels of the lungs for gas exchange, as well as at the levels of the body organs. First, we have the right atrium contracting to push the blood to the right ventricle. This causes the tricuspid valves to open, and now the deoxygenated blood is found in the right ventricle. Then the right ventricle is going to contract. Once it does that, the deoxygenated blood is pushed into the pulmonary artery, opening the semilunar valves because of the force of this push. And then it is carried by the pulmonary artery to the capillaries at the level of the lungs. And at the level of the capillaries in the lungs, we will have the gas exchange between the blood that is deoxygenated as well as the lungs, which have a lot of oxygen inside of them. Now the blood enters and it is deoxygenated, so it's rich in carbon dioxide and it's poor in oxygen. It is surrounding the alveolus, and the alveolus, when we breathe in, is going to be filled in oxygen-rich air and carbon dioxide-poor air. So the blood capillary has more carbon dioxide than the alveolus and less oxygen than the alveolus. So we have concentration gradients of both gases. So what happens is the oxygen in the alveolus is going to diffuse down its concentration gradient from the alveolus to the blood, and the carbon dioxide is going to diffuse down its concentration gradient from the blood to the alveolus. So now the blood that entered this medium becomes oxygenated. It went from deoxygenated to oxygenated at the level of the capillaries because of diffusion. So oxygen entered from the alveolus into the blood, and carbon dioxide entered from the blood into the alveolus. We went from deoxygenated blood to oxygenated blood, and we are at the level of the capillaries surrounding the lungs. So now, the oxygenated blood is going to exit the lungs through the pulmonary veins, and the pulmonary veins will take it to the left auricle or the left atrium of the heart. This is where oxygenated blood collects in the heart. Then it contracts. So upon the contraction of the left atrium, the oxygenated blood will enter to the left ventricle, going through the valve. And now oxygenated blood is collected in the left ventricle, and the left ventricle contracts, forcing the oxygenated blood into the aorta through the valve, and then the aorta is going to take oxygenated blood to the different body organs, where we will have capillaries that will constitute exchange surfaces. Now this oxygenated blood has high oxygen content and low carbon dioxide content, and it is at the level of the capillaries surrounding the body cells. These body cells are in need of oxygen, so they have low oxygen content and they have high wastes, like carbon dioxide. So again, we have two concentration gradients. Oxygen will flow from the capillaries to the cells, and carbon dioxide will flow from the cells to the capillaries. So at the level of the capillaries surrounding the cells, we have oxygenated blood entering. Diffusion happens, so the oxygenated blood becomes deoxygenated, and now deoxygenated blood will leave the capillaries surrounding the body cells. So this is the double circulation in the human body.